Hello, welcome to Hero Mode Audio Chronicles, episode 55. I'm your host, Curtis Hunter. With me again is Leeland Stone.
Hello.
So, what the fuck is up? Now I got my son home.
You got your son home. That's what the fuck is up.
Yeah, this is day 2 for him now in the house. And we're downstairs, we're calling, and he's upstairs chilling with his mama.
Yeah. How was the first night?
Oh, it was pretty good, man. Like, I mean, we're up obviously for good bits of it. Like,
yeah.
But like, he sleeps pretty good. He's not really like balling much or anything. Slept for, like 3-hour intervals, so up at like 2, 5, and then 8 and whatever, right?
Yeah.
But what we did was like alternate. Yeah. So like, one person gets like a 6-hour chunk together because I don't want to catch the other end. So that wasn't actually too bad. But like, I figured we'd be way more fucked up. Like, way more tired, but we managed to pull that bit, so it hasn't been too bad yet. But I'm sure, I mean, this is only day 1, right?
Day 1, yeah.
Day 1's in the books, that's it.
You got a long road ahead of you yet.
Yeah. But no, it's fucking great. But other than the babies and the houses, there's been some shit going on, man. Lots of bad news and some, I guess, kind of good news for some people in instances. You want to bring up could you just actually kind of brought this to light for me?
Oh, yeah, the fucking Getty Images and Carol Highsmith fucking dispute. Getty Images basically sent, well, not Getty, but their subsidiary, sent basically like an extortion letter to her saying, you're using one of our pictures on your website, we don't have any record of you, like, you know, purchasing rights, you have to pay $120.
So fucking Getty's heavies is out like trolling, looking for fucking trouble, trying to collect money.
So, in response to that, she gets back to him and says, well, you know, funny that you mention it. These happen to be my pictures.
Actually, a bitch.
And I put them gave them to the Library of Congress for public use for anyone royalty free. So now they're hitting her with this extortion letter saying, you gotta pay us for an image. She's like, well, it's mine.
It's like someone trying
and
to
it's supposed to be free, so no one should be paying for it anyway.
Yeah, it's like someone trying to fucking like charge you a cover for a bathroom or something, like
in your own house.
Yeah, right. Just like, no, you know, cover charge, get through here, right? Like
it's my bathroom, fucking in my house.
Fucking like bullying like on the streets. Getty's like thug tactics, like really, like.
Yeah, and then they responded basically saying that, you know, the pictures have been up for years on public domain. It's not strange for companies to like request or like distribute access to public domain. And then she's like, well, it's not public domain because she actually still holds the rights to it. She just gave it to the Library of Congress so everybody can just get it royalty free while she still owns copyright.
Yeah,
so.
That was the most interesting kind of thing to actually have it clarified like that. It was like, yeah, she just gave Creative Commons like a basic kind of use license.
She had a Creative Commons establishment.
Yeah,
before Creative Commons was a thing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to see that like it aligns perfectly with how it did develop. You know what I mean? Or I wonder if that was actually like an example when they figured that out, like the common license.
Maybe.
Right.
But yeah, but then the other thing is too is that when she went up and fucking started looking into it, they're actually using like almost 19,000 of her pictures that are all supposed to be royalty free, and apparently the prices ranged on them for like use for like I think one of them was $575 to use it, which was supposed to be free. So apparently the potential damage was like 465 mil or something. She just she's hitting it with a billion.
Hitting it with a billion. So fuck it. We're going with the 1, 2.
Go big or fuck home.
Well, I mean, you got them too. Basically, it's like it's a basic it's all right there. I don't know what the hell Getty could be planning to do to actually fight back, but
they're kind of pushing it off to Alamy because Alamy's the one who that's her subsidiary that hit her with the $120 charge, saying that you got to pay a licensing fee because you're using her picture.
That's interesting. So it's getting like diffused down the corporate chain.
Yeah, but apparently Getty is calling copyright. So
what? So they're still trying to say they own it.
I'm not sure. They never responded to it. I think.
The
last time I looked, they asked them about it. Like they basically said, like if you put it up on public domain, you don't have copyright anymore. But they never said anything about them calling copyright.
Yeah.
But then you find out that she still owns copyright and just let it for free.
Yeah. Actually, bitch, bam! Creative Comics!
So, I'm interested to see what's going to happen with this, and I hope she takes them for the whole amount.
I really hope she fucking nails this, because, I mean, there's enough of this horse shit of people stealing shit. Art theft is this huge problem. I don't know what it is, but artists getting screwed for, like, the most part. Like, it's only getting brought to light more and more with, like, social media. I think it was Sony. I can't remember. Might have been Sony, but I'm not sure now. That actually kind of made a settlement on the wage fixing between, like, all the major animation and film studios.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that was a big thing a little while ago. There was like class action lawsuit between wage fixing between, like, I'm trying to remember the key ones. I think like Warner and Disney and like
Pixar and
like everybody. Basically, they agreed not to hire each other's people.
Oh.
So they're the ones who never have a chance to actually go anywhere to get like get a bigger salary.
Wow.
Right. So, and there was a huge thing issued in like a payout, or I believe Sony actually agreed to the payout for their end of it, but I believe a lot of the other ones are still fighting it, like tying it up in court. Like, because I actually know it could be even resolved. I've lost track of the case. I haven't kept up on it. It's interesting to see more of this stuff start to pop now. Like,
yeah, because you were showing me just beforehand the video.
Oh yeah. I can't remember where. Even when I brought it up, I meant to take notice to where it was, but I can't remember.
But it was at like a comic convention or something.
Yeah, like some half big like con, and so this guy rolls up and checks out this guy's booth and basically starts calling him out
on everything.
Yeah, that like all you did was fucking take a bunch of Google images here and fucking start selling them, calling them your own, like. And he's like, what about artistic interpretation? He's like, what interpretation? It's like, that's straight off Google Images. I could just bring it up. Like, and this is something like we were saying before. Like, I mean, you're not even supposed to be technically selling anyone else's property. Like, unless you're a licensed artist, like, working for them. Like, if you're, like, Jim Lee can go out and sell fucking Batman prints because he's motherfucking Jim Lee. He's the head of fucking DC. Like, and, like, most of their, like, bullpen artists would, like, if they still have, like, on staff, like, they'd all be allowed to go out and sell whatever fucking prints of any of those characters, right? But unless that's your case, unless you got permission to get it, you can't be at it. Unless there is, like, a percentage of change, or it's parody, or, like, you know, it's not original material. And this is one of the big things, like, that's interpretation and parody and potential change and, like, homage and all that. But the thing is, what these guys were doing is nowhere near that. They were straight up taking art, like, full, like, I'm stealing this image and just dropping it into Photoshop, hitting it with a filter or some shit, and then printing it. Like, this is like, you know, that's fine if you're in high school and you're making a fucking poster in, like, computer class to hang up. Like,
put in my room.
Yeah, you want to get a sweet fucking Goku poster, and because you can't, you know, there's nothing. You're in the fucking buttfuck nowhere. You know where you're gonna find that shit. Yeah, fucking go at it. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're rolling up to a major con and like loaded up with prints of just like other companies' art that's just like, you know, completely originally created for the sole purpose of another project, and just ripped off and sold as your own. Like, there's no excuse.
Dude even actually said, like, he was the artist at one point, and then when the guy videoing it, like, called him out on it, he paused for, like, almost a minute, and then he's like, well, I put it done in Photoshop.
Yeah.
he's like, you drew this? He's like, I did it in Photoshop.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what he thinks, like, Photoshop's like this magic filter that once something passes through it, it's like, now it's changed forever. Now it's something
now
new.
It's mine.
It's been baptized into my own fucking, like, ownership. It's like, I put it in Photoshop, I press save, now it is mine.
I changed the name.
Yeah, now the file name.
I saved it as a different file name, it's gotta be mine.
It says my name at the end now.
It says Leeland owns this. that JPEG.
Yeah. This my character, Super Batman, Super Dickhead, the owner.
Signed,
Super Dickhead. He might be a new guy.
Intern.
Yeah. But no, it's brutal, man. Like, the art theft is real, and luckily it's starting to get a little bit more, like, noticed, and people are trying to take action. But it's still, like, you know, the other side of it is you don't want to discourage, like, you still want, you know, some fucking, like, 19-year-old, like, aspiring artist to make their, you know, fucking whatever prints and go to a local thing and sell them and, like, do shit like that.
Yeah, but that would be an aspiring artist, so they most likely, like, you know, did their own rendition of something. They most likely penciled it. They, you know, they put their own spin on it. They made it. They made it their own.
They made like
like, oh, this is the picture, copy, paste, throw a filter on. Oh,
yeah,
okay, done.
And but now
Starburst in the background.
Even though they're not like, they still don't have ownership to those characters, they can do enough work to it that they're different, and then just let it go. And it's like, though, that's really fucking. You know, there's a lot of give with that scenario, with that kind of, like, how it's written and shit, because obviously they're not going to go so fucking tight and, like, examining to try and make sure that it's so much percentage different if you're just, like you said, a local guy, like a kid fucking doing his own shit. Like, they're not going to give a shit. But yeah, you're setting up a major, like, sales network all based on their properties and stuff, there's going to be an issue, you know? Like, Walmart can't just start busting out Marvel fucking, like, Spider-Man, like, Buddy Green.
Actually, funny that you mentioned that. The last time I was at Walmart, I was with Walmart with Dave, and he was picking up something for his little girl, so I'm, like, fucking just cruising down the kids' aisle, like, looking for something for Drake, and I'm guessing they don't have anything with Marvel, because all I seen was DC characters.
Really?
They had a Superman onesie, Batman onesie, Flash, Wonder Woman on the fucking girl side, like, but they had no Marvel. So
yeah, it's probably like a specific, like, right for the merchandising that went to Walmart for this season. Like, you never know now what'll roll around next year. It could be like, I think
Iron Man.
Yeah, well, there's definitely been Iron Man and Thor, right?
Oh, there's no doubt. Like, they're definitely out there, and I'm almost sure I've seen them, but
they're not there now.
Nothing, not a single fucking thing that was Marvel.
Yeah. See, it's all fucking a racket. Like, and that's when you really start to look at it like that. It's like, wait a minute, yeah, giant corporations are making like millions of dollars on these properties, like, and it's like, but they're still getting compensated. Like, that's appropriately used. Like, they're using the property. And that's when you really, like, you got to pay attention to these types of things. You don't want to end up being fucking Matt fucking whatever the fuck his name was. You know,
Wills or something?
Yeah, like, you don't want to be that guy out slinging garbage for fucking, or like, you know, just running Photoshop filter through like someone else's work and saying like, yep, this is mine, I'm great artist. Like, you're just a tool with a printer. So yeah, don't be a tool with a printer. Go do your own work.
Be inspired by someone else's work.
Yeah,
make it your own.
Exactly.
And unique.
And like I said, so again, it's like, it's bad news for Getty and the art thieves, but it's good news for everybody in general. But other thing I wanted to bring up, fucking Thomas the Tank Engine is out of work.
What?
Arc Productions has gone bankrupt.
So Thomas the Tank Engine is gone.
Yeah, they're a production studio to do, like, well, I guess like they'll get someone else to do it, I guess. But I don't know how that would work. Because, yeah, I don't know if they would actually, do they fully own the rights to that, or are they just doing the show, like the production of it? Yeah, Thomas is probably still going to be at Walmart and stuff anyway. Like, he's, that little blue bastard's not going away. Yeah, like,
the mascot.
That property is going to be making money forever. Kids fucking love that train. But yeah, like, the production studio is gone bankrupt. They're supposed to be putting out a movie next year, and now it's like, who knows, like, if it's actually going to happen. You know what I mean? I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was like what the fuck was it? It was pretty, like, you probably heard of it. Oh, but anyway. But yeah, there's like 300 or like 3,000 jobs or something gone. Like, a pile of people out of work because it's a big studio.
Wow.
And again, there's a big discrepancy there, but I can't remember the details of the article.
The only thing I've seen recently in regards to like bankruptcy and stuff like that, I didn't really get into the article, but Fireforge Games went bankrupt. They just put out the Ghostbusters game. Like,
I seen
insane
that
with the movie, but it did terrible. Apparently they've done a whole game in 8 months. And, yeah, they filed bankruptcy.
Yeah, I mean, that shit can end a studio. Like, you've seen a lot of good, like, even, like, pretty good studios that have just, like, stepped on a bad game, and that's it for them. Like, you can't recover from that kind of shit, man. Like, it costs so much to make a fucking video game. It's way more expensive than, like, film and, like, TV. Thinking about it now, it's such a weird industry because it keeps scaling and jumping and moving, like, in how it kind of works. If you go back to, like, old school Atari and shit, it was all 1 and 2 people operations for the most part.
Yeah.
And so it became very much like an independent, like, idea. But then once that got so popular, you had all these, like, knockoffs and rip-offs and stuff became an issue. And this is a prime example, actually, of theft. Again, fucking up a market. Because instead of Space Invaders, it'd be like, you know, Galactic Invaders. And it looked the fucking same, and you'd buy it, and it was complete garbage. Might not even work. Just like, it might be a goddamn image, right? Like, or just like, whatever. So, but they're selling it, like Space Invaders cost $30-$40.
Yeah.
You buy this one for $1. And this is such a new thing at the time, like the idea of video games as a home market. You know, who's not going to spend $1 versus the $40, you know, comparative. Now, I don't believe that's the actual price because it's so far back. $40 probably pretty expensive. But, you know, comparatively, super cheap versus relatively expensive. And it flooded the market. Filled out everything, like, and got to the point where no one had confidence in any of it. They didn't think the home consoles were worth fucking buying because people were also pumping out new consoles that could play other people's games, and, like, the market went to shit. And that's why, like, the fucking home console market, like, bottomed out. Really, it was kind of Nintendo that kind of fixed it. And part of the reason was the Nintendo seal of approval. Because they didn't allow people to make games for that system, like, right, unless they actually reviewed.
I remember that on the cartridge and stuff, but I didn't actually realize why.
Right? It only makes sense after. Like,
oh yeah, I hear it now. It's like, oh yes,
right?
Stamped down in the corner.
Yeah, it had to be approved by Nintendo to become a game, and that's something like, Nintendo have been fucking weird in the last few years, but it's because they are actually truly innovative compared to the other ones. Everyone else kind of plays catch up and, like, improve on what Nintendo does, in my opinion. Now, did you hear about the rumor that is it the RX? Nintendo RX is I can't remember, NX or Next or whatever their fucking next console.
Yeah.
The rumor now is it's going to be a completely mobile console
with removable controllers and stuff. Yeah, I've seen something about it, but I never delved too much because I kind of disconnected from Nintendo a long time ago.
Well, yeah, because it changed so much, right? Like
I never even had an N64.
I
went PlayStation and then fucking continued on from there.
I went 64 was kind of where I stopped because then I got PlayStation and PS2, and really, like, that was where I was like, oh no, I dig this, because also, like, there was a lot more games like RPGs and, like, shooters and stuff, like more like arcade games, like straight up fucking Street Fighter, like Alpha 3 for PlayStation, still a sick game.
Final Fantasy 7 for me, I think it was.
Yeah, like
that's the one that's like, yes, I'm buying this system.
Right? Compared to, like, trying to play some old N64 games now are, like, wretched.
Oh, I played the shit out of Gran Turismo 3. Me and Dave played the fucking hell out of Tekken. Yeah,
Tekken was a great fucking fighting game. Tell me, like, the best fighting game on N64, in your opinion.
Ooh. I can't remember many on it, but I'll have to say I really enjoyed Mace.
I did like that one too. Yeah, that was a fun game.
Mace was fun. Hexen was kind of fun.
Hexen was a good, like, Doom kind of clone.
Yeah, but
well, the Doom 64. Actually, yeah, there was some decent games on 64.
But I mean, if you're talking about, like,
there's not many fighters.
Long term, well, not fighters, but, like, if you're talking about, like, obviously fucking GoldenEye.
Yeah, GoldenEye was great.
But fighters, ooh, fuck, I don't know.
But when you think about, like, well, there's Mace was a decent one. The only ones I can remember were Mace, War Gods, what's it like Mace? Dark Side or Dark Portal or something. That, and if you count the wrestling games as fighting games.
Oh. I played a bit of NCW and shit like that, and ECW.
Yeah, like, those were great games. Like, the WCW, NWO, and Revenge, and then WrestleMania, and all those, like, I think it was THQ wrestling games. That system and that setup was such a fun, like, game. That was one of my favorite things on 64. Because there was also, at the time, that's when, like, Warzone and, like, I think Raw were out for the PlayStation, but I didn't like those because they were really hard and awkward games. But then, what did come out later to kind of change it was SmackDown. Do you remember playing that at all on PlayStation?
Me and Chad used to play it.
That was a fucking great wrestling game. That changed it and was like, oh, now PlayStation has, like, a good, like, wrestling game compared to, like, at the time, to me, the N64 had it on lockdown. But do you remember also there was a different format, like they still had the 2D, almost like the Super Nintendo ones coming out on PlayStation. There was, like, I think WCW Thunder and Nitro.
I don't think I played those.
They were really bad, like super super glitchy and weird and stupid. Like, they were kind of funny, almost like. Did you ever play, like, Fire Pro?
No,
That's actually a good game.
I had to think about that first because I remember hearing about it, but I don't think I've ever played it.
That was one thing that I was like, I got such a weird taste in games because I remember going to EB the day this got released. This is like GTA 4 was out, and I went to EB to buy a PlayStation 2 game that just came out because it was the translation of this Japanese wrestling game, Fire Pro. And so I still got it here for PS2. It's probably, like, in the corner there, actually. That was, like, it's still one of my favorite, like, 2-player games, like, fun. Just, like, sit down with a buddy and just fuck around and fight. Because it has, like, wrestling and it mixes in, like, kickboxing and MMA characters, but all in the same thing and in the same system. And it has, like, characters that you are, like, you know who they're supposed to be. Like, they'll be, like, the gatekeeper, and it's, like, the Undertaker. You know what I mean? But he's, like Bulk Brogan. You know what I mean?
Bulk Brogan. Oh, my God, Maximo. I fucking love that game.
To me, that was the spiritual successor to Ghosts and Goblins. I mean, you even lost your armor down your underwear, didn't you?
Yep.
And yeah, fucking great platformer, 3D platformer action game.
Oh, I played the shit out of it. I loved it. Really fun.
PS2 is still one of my favorite console eras out of all of them so far.
I still have pretty much every one of my PS2 games. I was going to bring them back, and then you pretty much convinced me not to. Because I'm not going to get fucking shit for them. That's the thing. Like, I would have just got rid of space, or gained space, I should say.
Yep. To put other games.
Put other games. No, I'll just keep them. Who knows? Later on down the road, someone might be looking for, like, one random game. I'll be like, yep, I got that.
Well, man, like, look how much, like, Nintendo games are rising now. They're getting huge. They're getting crazy expensive. Like, you used to be able to buy them for $1. Most of them.
Well, I mean, this was at NGX. I mean, it was funny to see one table have a game for like $20. You walk across, the other table got it for $30.
Yeah, like it's different, like, ranges in there's nothing regulating it at all.
No. What game was I'm trying to remember which one it was now. I seen one there that was fucking $80. They had Star Ocean there was still $50, but that was in box.
Yeah, that's a fucking great game too.
Yeah.
Another well-made, just like... See, I'm talking about the seal of approval earlier. Obviously, all the Nintendo first-party stuff was going to have the seal, like Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, then you could have a third-party studio that just, like, does good work, and then they'll be approved to, you know, make a game. Now, not to say that every fucking game that came out on Nintendo was great, because there weren't. But, you know what I mean? Like, there's more honest and controlled market to help people gain confidence enough in it to want to fucking buy it. Because really, if there's bad games, people don't buy them. That's bottom line. Like, it's been proven that, like, look at when PlayStation 3 first launched. It had a rough first few years. There was fuck all on it, and nobody had it.
It's true.
And it only took, like, I mean, a lot of it was, I don't even know what the fuck, like, PS3 had for, like, great games, honestly, as a standout, like, only on. Because a lot of it is stuff that's multi-platform. It was just you had PlayStation.
Well, one of their first games that they had when they first launched, I liked it. It could have been better. It had a lot of potential, but Heavenly Sword.
Yeah, that looked good.
I found it played well. It had a pretty decent story in it. I mean,
God of War. No, because God of War was like half PS2 as well. Mostly PS2.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry.
But yeah, Heavenly Sword was one that, like, I mean, it's still, like, yeah, pretty much like God of War at the time, but it was a unique enough story in itself that
Yeah. Didn't it wrap up? Like, isn't it like a one-off?
Yeah.
Which is cool too. Like respect for.
Well, but I mean, like you could kind of
continue it.
Yeah, you can spin off anything. You can continue any story if you put enough effort into it.
True enough. You just want to be like, yeah, well, this is happening. What?
Yeah, like they tied it up. It could have had potential to carry on, but it didn't need to.
Mm. I wonder if, like, because that was one thing people say, like, was almost like a hidden gem now, like, because I don't know if it performed or people seen it like that much at the time, because I think again, where the PS3 was low performing at the time. But I believe that actually makes people's lists as like a game that you should go back to, like.
Well, one game that I always wanted to fucking go back and try out, but I never did try it. Was it Lair? The Dragon one?
Yeah, that was their big one first.
I really wanted to try that out, but I heard a ton of it had a ton of glitches and problems.
Because a lot of it used that fucking
the 6-axis.
Yeah, but I think they patched in something where you didn't have to use that. Like you could actually use controller.
Yeah,
like,
so like, I did want to go back and try that game because it
looked cool.
It sounded really cool. It looked really cool. Like I wanted to give it a shot to see what I thought of it, but I never did try it. Just because it was just too many glitches in it. So I'm like, I don't want to try it until they fix it, and then it just kind of dropped off the radar. And I still don't know if they actually fixed it. Like
actually made it.
Made it a good play.
So what would you say if you had to pick like number one games for your PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4? Like when you were playing, like what do you think you spent the most time? You like at that time was your favorite during the time on that system. So go with like PS1.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
I sunk a ridiculous amount of time in that game, and I'd do it again.
For me, I'd have to give it up to like Street Fighter Alpha 3. I think I played that the most out of any game on that system. I used to just come home and like play Akuma and like go in survival and go on like just like go through the game. You know?
What about PS2?
PS2. Oh, actually, there's another tie for PlayStation 1 I'm thinking about now. Resident Evil series. It has to be something out of that.
Well, but yeah, I mean
comparatively, like
yeah.
But number one game still had to be Alpha 3.
So what about PS2?
My favorite has to be like, is it really the Street Fighter anniversary?
For me, PS2 is
Capcom vs SNK 2 was a fucking savage game on that, and I'm trying to think, there was a bunch of like really good like RPGs on too, but they're slipping my mind.
I would have to say for PS2, I played a lot of fucking just random shit. Like me and Dave played a bunch of Budokai, Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Yeah.
I'd have to say PS2 would probably be the Devil May Cry series. Devil May Cry series is probably what I played the most of on PS2.
Devil May Cry was a really good series, like, and a game changer, which also was actually spawned from Resident Evil.
Was it?
Yeah, apparently from what I heard, the first game was was the original like test for Resident Evil 4.
Really?
Yeah, like that was they were trying a new system. Like you know how like Dante walks and shoots.
Yeah.
With the guns, right? So from what I understand, they were actually building like a new game system for Resident Evil 4. Because remember, 3 was the old tank system.
Yeah.
But 4 was a whole new. It was still tank driving, but 4 was the game change, like over the shoulder, tight, like action and everything. But apparently, the test before that was gonna be 4 became Devil May Cry.
Oh wow!
Was built up into that.
That's pretty fucking cool.
But yeah, a game-changing, epic, like launched a character, like a huge fan favorite, landmark series for PlayStation. For sure.
Oh, and another one for PS2 would be the X Collection.
Yeah. Well, see, I was thinking about that, but I was like, does it count? Because I was like, some of them are Super Nintendo.
Yeah, because it's SNES. So I mean, like, that's why I wasn't saying the first. Like, my number one like thing that I played the most on PS2 was the Devil May Cry series.
Well, yeah, I played. I don't know what I played mostly, but it would always have to be like Street Fighter or
Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man X Collection, like because I had all Mega Mans, like right.
They're all right there.
Yeah, like X Collection was the bomb. Comet scratching Nathan.
PS3.
Jesus, Street Fighter 4.
I'd have to agree.
It had, like, spent so much time playing that game.
I played a lot of different things, but I sunk a lot of time into Street Fighter 4 because we used to get drunk. Actually, that and Rock Band.
And Rock Band.
Actually, yeah, I'd have to say
Rock Street Fighter and Rock Band.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like, and if it wasn't like a runner-up for me, and it would have to be like Soul Calibur, I think. Because I know he's played a lot of that too with like
Dave.
Yeah, and yeah, you and Dave used to be in, but played a lot of that out in Miramachi at Fat Cat.
I think Dave still has his all of his save files for Soul Calibur and all of his custom characters and stuff. He still uses the Zassalamel from
that crazy Reaper dude.
Yeah, he still uses that name for like tunes that he makes in other games.
That's wicked. Yeah, but Dave was savage with that character. That definitely became his main. And I don't know who it was before that because like, and he was new to 4, which was like the one we were playing on PS3 most.
Yeah.
Because before that, like, there was also Soul Calibur 2 back on PlayStation 2, but you know, I don't think I played that as much at that time.
Because when I bought my PlayStation, it came with Soul Calibur, Heavenly Sword. Oh, fucking Lost Planet, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right. PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Lost Planet.
Yeah, so I think it was Lost Planet, Heavenly Sword. Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur.
Actually, there's one more. It came with 4, but I can't remember what the other one was.
Not Killzone, was it?
Actually, probably was.
Killzone 2 or 3 was probably the one you got with it.
And what about PS4 so far?
The game that's really made me feel like this is what I like. The newest shit is for this has been Doom.
Yeah.
Doom has been the game that I've been the most pleased with of anything I played on that system yet.
In regards to what I've played the most since I've had my PlayStation, my PS4, Destiny.
I can see that, and that's legit too.
I played a ton of Destiny, but I mean, it came with my system, so that's all I ran with for a while. And since it was always kind of updating and stuff, like, there was no end technically, so I was always doing random shit. Other than that, Witcher is my other one.
Epic game,
yeah.
But the thing I'm talking about the PS4 though, the thing that I'm actually finding the most fun about the system is all the indie games. Like how many different little games there are versus like one being my deal. But still, yeah, for me, Doom was the best thing I played yet.
And lately, it's been fucking for me, it's been Paragon.
Oh fuck yes! Actually, great point. That'll probably end up being the game.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm usually not even playing like those type of games.
Yeah.
Like I played a little bit of League. I played a little bit of like Smite and stuff. But Paragon, it took a couple attempts because I had to get someone that I like. But I picked Iggy and Scorch, and I fucking loved it.
But I just I did love MOBAs before this came out, and this one was just like it had so much like range of control and possibility, and the character designs looked like pretty sick. Like the detail of the game and how it looked like because Unreal is savage.
Oh, that fucking reminds me. The Fae, the new character.
Oh, Fae is launched.
Is launched today.
Oh, I might get a chance to check
might
that
have
out
to
later.
Pop home and fucking give it a shot.
Yeah, we should see if we can actually pull a game together. We were playing there the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out the deck deal.
Yeah, I need to build a good deck, and I really like to actually learn Richter better because I played against one that was pretty good, and he's a scary character to be fucking with when you got a good one.
When you know his like how to chain them together.
Yeah, because he just runs in and just like
chain them together.
Yeah. But he just like fucking pulls you in and like just dumps damage like once you got all this stuff on top of silencing you, you know.
Oh, the silence is so devastating.
Right? Like, just like chill out here for a minute while I just beat the fuck out of you. Like,
well, it would actually be like worth your while. I mean, just to even pop onto the YouTube page for Paragon.
Yeah.
And there's character tutorials down on the bottom. They're only like a minute and a half long. They don't actually like deeply go into it. They just say like, this is kind of what you should be putting in your deck. These are what his moves do, and this is kind of how you should use them.
Yeah.
Right? And I sat down and watched all the videos for pretty much all the characters, because, I mean, it only took like fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's when I started looking at how other characters work, because Murdoch, I didn't realize his Ultra goes through anything. It will hit a target as long as, you know, they're in sight.
Wow.
Well, actually, not even in sight. You can shoot through walls, and it will hit them.
That's sick.
So one of the things I tried out with his deck is a fucking shitload of damage and a shitload of penetration. So as long as I can hit you, you're going down.
That's weird. Yeah, there's a pile of people I haven't tried yet.
I've only tried 3, Iggy and Torch was my third character, and then I've stuck with him ever since, just because I love kiting people into a triangle of torches and ruining their face.
Yep. I can see why that's appealing.
Just like fucking 3 little turrets, the flame turrets down, and fucking drop some oil in the middle, get him in the center, and then fucking run around him with my belch, the forward cone ultra.
But again, too, like a cool character design, the little dude and the dinosaur, like just so cool. Like I'm really impressed by most new games now. Like as far as like people pushing like the polish.
And that's the thing too. Like fucking Paragon looks nice.
Looks super shit.
The characters look really good. They flow really well. The animations are great.
Yeah, like
and they're all like, pretty damn unique.
And because like there's so much into the detail of the characters, like their abilities and everything are that much more fun. Like when you're playing them, it just looks so great. Like, but yeah, rock yourself some Paragon. That's the PlayStation 1 to 4 picks. Probably will be Paragon later. Like as far as the top pick overall.
Well, it's still beta right now, so we'll see what happens. And I don't know. I play it from time to time, but if something else comes up, well, I mean, I'm definitely going to be playing Final Fantasy 15 when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know, I'm half sketchy.
But now the thing is too, because this is why I like these types of games and why I've been playing them. Is it like you don't have to stick to them?
God, no! You can just fucking pick it up and go on, and it wouldn't matter. Like nothing's changed.
Exactly. Come back, it's like I'll just do characters. And
it's not like I still gotta get to that boss, or
yeah, or like what's the story?
Or like, I was supposed to grind for another hour before I can beat this place, or I need to get this item. It's like no, just fucking go fight.
Yeah, so I still love just the sporty games, really. I guess in a sense. Because you're just like exhibition style matches. Like a game I really kind of wish I played more was Rocket League, because this is a fun game. Like
I didn't play Rocket League. No, because I'm not usually. That's the thing. Like I'm not usually into these games. Like any kind of exhibition type games, like the fucking quick bouts. No, I'm usually in it for fucking story and fucking time and everything else.
Yeah, like
and
RPGs.
Good lore and like character building and shit. But no, Paragon's fun. It's quick. It's just. I mean, some matches can go up to an hour, but
yeah,
you're still having fun.
Yeah, but technically they go on for a while, really. I mean, if you could have people stand around.
Well, I mean, the standard length for a match is probably 20 minutes anyway.
Yeah,
but even
I like when it's fast.
That's still a quick game for me now.
As far as that goes, Heroes has got the best time of match for me because they're the shortest. Like I've had games in Heroes go like you're just breaking 10 minutes or you're just under 10 minutes. Like,
oh wow.
But still, again, had matches to go stupid long as well. Like, but I like being able to wrap up in like half hour or less.
I find that's usually what it is for Paragon for me. Usually about a half hour. I've had 2 games go. One went to like 58 minutes. Another one went to 46 or something like that. But usually they're under a half hour. Because I don't give a fuck. I will take out lanes no matter what. I'll make it so.
That tower is coming down.
Yeah. I pick a lane, and if they fucking start swamping me, I'll just go somewhere else. But I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to get through.
Yep. No, and that's mean good laning. Like, you just keep pushing because it helps everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the great thing. I had a bunch of guys, like, behind me. I was pushing the lane, so then they started to... the opponent came at us. But all the guys around me were fighting them. I just walked away from the battle and fucking went down to another lane and then got to their inhibitor.
Paragon! MOBAs. Loves it. So yeah, I guess that's it for episode 45.
55.
Get us on iTunes, YouTube. Check out the website, thehero.com. Get on Twitter, @hero_mode, Facebook, The Hero Mode, and what else is there? Did we miss anything? YouTube, iTunes, it's really the main deals. Instagram, yeah, up on the Instagram, I believe just The Hero Mode Instagram, however the fuck that works. You'll find it, you'll be able to find it through all the other stuff.
And I would like to start getting something going on, like fucking Twitch or something.
Yeah.
Because I've been slowly, like, delving into more Twitch.
Maybe we'll start some Paragon. Maybe you can fuck with some of that. But, yeah, I'm hoping to get some Chowtar stuff rolling fairly soon. Really pushing on Jaro now to try and get all the cinematic stuff. And if you keep up on our social media, you'll see previews as I'm I'm probably going to drop some like whip photos now tonight on Instagram, Twitter, and hopefully then the completed one later tonight. So that's
off for a week, but not off for a week.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, still with the baby in hand, it'll be like in between.
Ben's not on one knee and trying to draw.
Yeah, basically. No, in between his naps, basically, just like running the show. Her. Well, actually, Carly's got him down now, so we're good for some time.
Handle it.
Yeah, but he's not hard to deal with now. He's still at that age where he's just like, you know, sits there and sleeps and eats and poops. He don't even roll really yet, but like, well, he tries to, but he hasn't made it over yet, which is great.
Yeah,
I want that to stay like that for a bit.
Yeah, it's like Drake's not even really rolling over, not to flip over and like fucking.
Yeah, like to actually like crawl, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm hoping they don't figure that out too soon.
Well, apparently that transition's quick though.
Yeah.
Once they kind of flip over and they don't mind actually being on their stomach, they'll start fucking
crawling,
and start fucking zooming.
Okay.
It's like, oh, there's the baby. Oh, he rolled over. Where'd he go?
Yeah, oh, Jesus!
He's on.
Catch him!
He's on the fridge.
He's in the vents.
Kids.
Man, that could happen.
Episode 55.
Out.